our choir another hand. We've been running for 12 wonderful years, and we're not tired yet. Though we've had trials and troubles, God is standing by. Hallelujah. He's been a friend. And keeping it. Hallelujah. Let's give our choir another hand. At this time, we'll have Southeast Senior Center's history by Ms. Whitney Dunn. Amen. Amen.
Good morning to everyone. Good morning. Our theme for this year, 2014, celebrating 12 years, is this is the day that the Lord has made.
All right. All right.
I will rejoice in it. I meant to leave that out. I will rejoice in it, and I'm also very glad to be here, because last year we have lost a few of our friends and a few of our members. So that makes me exceedingly glad to be here amongst the ones that are present today. I would like to honor God, who's the head of my life. And I would like to acknowledge some beautiful people that's sitting at this table right here. First of all, Ms. Walker, our manager, and directors at Fulton County. All these people that I'm going to read about that helped put the center into being. I would like to acknowledge my Mr. Ceremony and our esteemed speaker for today. So at this time, I will read the history. In October 1997, in a meeting of the Thomasville Golden Age Club, Dolly M. Watts, president, presiding, and Reverend William E. Watts stated that the only thing Fulton County has provided for this community is a mini library. After a lengthy discussion, the Thomasville Golden Age Club voted to ask the Thomasville City League to request a multi-purpose building for senior citizens in the Southeast Atlanta area. A letter was sent to Mr. Melville Peak, president of the Civic League, by Ms. Dolly Watts, president of the Golden Age Club. Later, a committee consisting of Mr. Melville Peak, Reverend William E. Watts, and Mr. Joe Gaddison met with Commissioner Nancy Boxhill and made the request. She asked that a letter of request be sent to Ms. Gail Mosley. The Thomasville Golden Age Club met on November 19, 1997, and voted to request a senior citizen center. Commissioner Boxhill made a request for funds to be placed in the budget for a center. The request was approved. The groundbreaking ceremony was held on March 28, 2001. We were on our way. A senior advisory committee was formed. The naming committee consisted of Mr. Melville Peak, Ms. Joanne Elliott, Ms. Ellen Keith, Mr. Asbury Fields, and Reverend William Watts. The name chosen was Southeast Neighborhood Senior Center. The rooms inside the building were named for a person who gave long dedicated service to the community. The center officially opened in June 2002 at the cost of $1.2 million. The Southeast Neighborhood Senior Center Site Council was organized. The first officers were Ms. Eloise Hunter, President, Ms. Christine Key, Vice President, Ms. Juanita Moulton, Recording Secretary, Ms. Dolly Watts, Assistant Recording Secretary. Miss Pauline Cook, Financial Treasurer. Miss Betty Jones, Assistant Treasurer. And Reverend William Watts, Parliamentarian. The first center manager was Mrs. Thelma Brown Watts. The enthusiasm continued under our next directors, Ms. Mabel Knight, Ms. Tawana Johnson, and Ms. Carrie Karen. The center has continued to grow in numbers and activities. As of January 2014, we have over 87 registered Southeast members. We enjoy celebrating shopping, celebrating birthdays, health and wellness classes, Zumba, line dancing, gardening, and visiting the other centers. The list can go on and on. Our present center manager is Ms. Yolanda Walker. The center continued to grow under her leadership, and Southeast Senior Center continue to make strides in our community. Here we are today, celebrating 12 years, and by the grace of God, we have all made it this far. I'd just like to acknowledge one more person that recently joined our staff here. She is a very beautiful young lady. She comes to us from Ohio. Her name is Miss Siobhan.
Thank you for our Southeast history. At this time, we'll have a reading by May Glass. Miss May.
Good morning to everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning also. I'd like to recognize the first lady. I don't call all of their names, but they are sitting there at UT. I'm going to do a reading called Accountability. This is a story about people named everybody. Somebody, anybody, and nobody. There was an important job to be done, and everybody was sure that somebody would do it. Anybody could have done it, but nobody did it. Somebody got angry about that because it was everybody's job. Everybody thought anybody could do it, but nobody realized that everybody would not do it. It ended up that everyone blamed someone when nobody did what anyone could have.
Anybody can do it, Southeast. We've been doing it for 12 years. Come on now. Okay, this time we will have a solo by one of our songbirds, Isaiah Dennis.